Hello again, Power Ranger family, friends, and fans. Steve Andrino, aka Baboo, here with another episode of Baboo's Monster Review. We are up to episode 7 of season 1 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. An episode called Big Sisters. In this particular episode, the monster of the week is the Chunky Chicken. Yes, we're back into the alliterative names again. We had Mighty Minotaur, we've had Gnarly Gnome, we've had Pudgy Pig, now we're up to Chunky Chicken. This is an interesting one as far as the monster itself goes. A couple of back and forth shots where things don't match up quite with the monster costume. I'll point those out as we get to them. But in the meantime, let's just jump in and get going.
Have you seen a little girl wearing long black pigtails around here?
No, Kimberly. Sorry.
Alright, so again we start off in the juice bar and the gymnasium.
We can't find her anywhere.
Don't worry.
Zach and Jason having a little workout. Kimberly and Trini are looking for a little girl.
Look like you just lost
They're
something.
being big
Not something
sisters
Jason's
too.
someone. A 12-year-old girl named Maria. So Kimberly and I volunteered to be big
Big
sisters.
Brothers
today. She
was
supposed to be
actually
here
a
half an
big
hour ago.
program.
You
I
don't think she's
remember
gonna trouble, do you?
when I was
Let's take
growing
it
up.
easy. There's no need to
They
fear.
wanted kids to,
Detective Zach is here.
older
Besides, how much
kids
longer
or
will we
young adults to kind of mentor younger kids.
Talk about a bad way to start the day. Who'd do a thing like that anyway?
Okay, that was mean. There really wasn't a whole lot of motivation for that. I'm not quite sure what that was all about, why they decided to go that route. But, on to the good stuff. Back to the Moon Palace.
Look at those do-gooders! I've got to find some way to get rid of them! Wait, I've got a plan! Mr. Bowser, come here!
Gotta give it to Rita. She's a quick thinker. Very, very quickly. I need to get rid of those do-gooders. Oh, I've got a plan. Alright, back to...
Maria, you're
So
not
this is
mad at me.
Maria.
Why did you turn up the hot water?
I just wanted to get your attention. That's all.
Maria, just be yourself.
I mean,
We'll
that
be your
seemed kind
friends
of
no
mean.
matter
I
what.
wanted to get your
Yeah,
attention.
That's what being friends are all about, right? Right. Now, how would you like to go
I
to the
mean,
picnic?
they're there to pay
Giant basket,
attention to her
lots
and
of
to do
fun.
things with her. I don't think she really needed
We're
to
getting
do
ourselves
something like
into-
that, but is what it is.
I located the ancient power eggs, and with them we'll be rid of the Power Rangers.
Ancient
We'll
power
use the
eggs.
to surround those stupid power geeks
Again,
with
the
an
gears
evil
and the
force that not
pendulum,
even
something that
Zordon
was
can
not
stop.
duplicated for the Moon Palace for seasons 2 and 3 when Zed came on. Here we have, again, the caves. This again is most likely, well, this is all
the
stock
power eggs,
footage.
ours for the taking.
All this egg talk is making me hungry.
Those are magic eggs, you don't eat them.
We might need to keep that in mind for future episodes. Just a little bit of foreshadowing there. But yeah, I mean, as it was, we already saw Squat eating bugs in the Gnarly Gnome episode. So, we'll see. We'll see what other things Squat likes to eat and get into down the line. But thankfully he doesn't eat the power eggs this time.
Open the box.
Yes, evil one.
And we've already got a flaw in Rita's plan.
Now you broke it. Come here, you. I forgot. Ooh, only a child can open this box. Ooh.
I like the fact that Baboo was yelling at Squat like he broke it. Well, if he broke it, he'd have been able to break the force field and actually open it. So, unfortunately, he did not break it. But that's okay. Again, I love the shot of the
I need a special monster right away.
pre-made
One that
monsters
can get its hands
moving
on
around a
young
little bit.
brat. He needs to be ruthless and nasty and mean. You know,
Yes, my queen.
I want a chunky chicken.
Yes, your evilness. An excellent choice.
So she asks him to make the monster, tells him what she wants, and then says, "This is the monster I want." Why didn't you just say from the beginning you wanted a chunky chicken? Don't drag
I
it
even have
out.
one ready to go. The most horrifying chicken the world has ever seen.
I love the scissors.
Very soon now, the child will be in your hands.
You'd better be right, Finster, or you'll live after.
Yeah, see if we can get a better shot of it now.
I want a chunky chicken.
Yes, your evilness. An excellent choice. I even even have one ready to go. The most horrifying.
There we go. And the scissors are almost as big as the chicken is, which is great, and it looks good. But we'll see how it ends up a little later on in the episode.
Chicken the world has ever seen.
Okay, so no hat either on Chunky Chicken. Let's keep that in mind.
Very soon now, the child will be in your hands.
You'd better be right, Finster, or you'll live after days as a sea slug.
Yes,
Again,
little one,
threatening
whatever
to
you say.
turn Finster into something different if it
Now
doesn't
into
work,
the
which
monster man. In a few
she hasn't
seconds,
yet.
it will be done.
And so far the plan has not worked in any episode. It came close. Like I said, Pudgy Pig I think was the closest so far. Alright, so here we have Chunky Chicken. Giant scissors. Really looks more like a pair of like gardening shears or something like that. So not for cutting paper or hair, but something much bigger. Kind of cool looking. They gave him the feathery look on here, and then they had the fake colored feathers. A little rooster comb up on top. Good look for a monster. Gave him the chicken legs, the kind of scaly, thin looking legs.
He's disgusting! Just looking at him makes me sick! He's perfect! The Power Rangers are goners!
Alright, let's see what we get. I believe the talk was about going on a picnic.
Hey Maria, come eat lunch. It's really good. All right.
Again, Castaic Lake.
Thanks for being my friend's guide. My dad tries so
Park,
hard, but
few
there's things that he
minutes
just
from the
doesn't
studio
understand. You know what I
itself.
mean?
Maria, anytime you want to talk, we'll listen, okay?
Yeah, that's what friends are all about. Thanks. So, who's the raddest boy in your class? Are you kidding? They're all dorks. She'll learn.
I thought that was kind of funny. Of course, Kimberly being a little more boy crazy, she'll learn. We didn't really get the sense that she was boy crazy yet. Never really got a sense that she was into any of the other Rangers or regular characters on the show. I have a feeling that's going to change a little bit down the line as well.
Who are those guys?
And now we have putties. Now this is kind of weird to me.
Looks like we got picnic crashers.
Putty controllers. Maria, come here.
So they
Get between us. What's going on?
they tell, well, they don't tell, but in front of Maria they mention that they're putty patrollers. And they can obviously fight them off somewhat okay. I wonder if Maria is beginning to suspect anything. Yeah, they do a good job fighting them off. Nice little flips from AJ, aka Kimberly. Twee with a nice kick in there. But again, this is just a distraction to grab Maria and
Great, now what are we gonna do?
get away with her. So, step one of the plan. Get Chunky Chicken to grab the girl, but the putties were the ones that went down there and grabbed the girl. Okay.
Get the girl to the cave. Good, that's finished. Now get her to open that thing and we get the eggs.
I myself will escort the eggs back to you, my queen. I want you two goons to come with me.
As pointed out from comments on some of the videos, I am now of the opinion / remembrance that any of these close-up shots of Goldar talking, I do believe these are all original American footage, because it's pretty much the same shot. The background is a little more plain. It doesn't have any of the gears or the pendulum or anything else in the background. And just knowing how we shot some of the scenes, I do believe that all of this is American footage. Incidentally, with the masks like this, with the monster heads like this, actually I'm going to go back to, let's do a shot of me on this. So, with the monster heads, Squat and Goldar specifically, they actually had remote controls to work the eyes so eyes would blink and turn a little bit and for the mouth to move. There's literally somebody just off camera with a big box moving around joysticks and pushing buttons to get all that to work. Again, it's not going to match up exactly what the words are saying. It's just to get the mouth moving to make it look like that the monster is actually talking. Don't see that much on the Monster of the Week ones because those are monsters that normally fight and are going to get knocked around a little bit, and you don't want to damage them. Although Goldar did fight, I don't remember if there was a separate head that didn't have the servos in it. I gotta actually research that now because I'm not sure on that. I gotta check that out. Anyway, back to you.
Eggs back to you, my queen. I want you two goons to come with me.
Let's get back up a hair here because there we go. So we can
Great, now what are we gonna do?
catch back up.
They've taken the girl to the cave. Good, that's finished. Now get her to open that thing and we get the eggs.
I myself will escort the eggs back to you, my queen. I want you two goons to come with me. Goons? I don't get it.
I'm not a
talking
goon.
about you nitwit.
Look at the eggs.
Back to the sped up stuff that's not as cool as the monsters.
Coming right up. Here you go. One Ernie special.
Ooh,
You guys
I'm
coming out
getting
next.
hungry.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Ernie.
nobody was eating that. Come on.
No way.
Guys,
No
guys,
way.
we have a serious
There's
problem.
no way
They just
anybody
kidnapped Maria.
could.
6 party patrollers came out of nowhere and grabbed her. We were gonna go after them, but I thought we should get help.
Well, why would Rita want to kidnap a little kid? I don't know, Billy. Let's talk this one out.
Again, back to the theme, get help, teamwork,
Communicator's not
stronger as
This is really turning
a
out to be more than
team
just a bad hair day. What now?
than fighting
You gotta get
alone.
the
And again, we saw that when Rita tried separating
Negative. Unfortunately, repairs could
Jason,
take hours on these.
she was almost successful.
However, there is one possible alternative. See, I've been manufacturing a little surprise back in my garage. I'm sure it could get us to the command center. Is anybody interested? I'm in.
Me too.
Let's do it.
And
Well, what do you think?
yet again, another episode, another new thing that hasn't been shown before. First it was Zords. Then it was weapons. Then it was power crystals. Now this one's Billy's, so I'll give him the credit for this instead of Zordon.
I call it the
but
rad bug.
we
It's
have
capable of
the
transporting us
rad
to any
bug.
destination on the planet's surface.
The rat bug.
So what's so rad about it? It does 0 to 3,000 in 2.8 seconds. 3,000? Yeah, I'm sold.
Me too, let's do
So
it.
you can literally go from New York to LA in a few seconds.
Okay, buckle up, everybody. Here we
That would
go.
actually come in pretty handy. First episode with the rad bug. Love the. Okay, everybody sit in this car and lean and lean and lean. And again, copy of footage. Yeah, they actually dropped it. Well, dropped it.
Oh, Power Rangers! How
Drove
did
it
you get
into
here? Teleportation and
the
communication has
studio,
been out
so
for
it would
hours.
be in the command center.
What is troubling you?
I'm afraid our old pal Rita is at it again. She kidnapped a 12-year-old girl named Maria and is holding her captive.
What do you think she's up to, Zordon?
Unfortunately, something
I
I've
think
been
she's
hearing
like
for over
quite
10 millennia.
12. I thought
no,
maybe she was a
Rita
little
has located
younger
the
than
Power
that. But
Precisely.
okay.
Power eggs? I don't get it.
Behold the images in the viewing globe, and all your questions will be answered.
So once again, Zordon knows exactly what she's going after. Power eggs. Again, first we've heard of them.
It is an ancient tale that dates back to when the battle between good and evil began. Millions of years ago, ancient sorcerers who called themselves the Morphing Masters hid a universe.
Morphin Masters. This is the first time we've heard about them as well. As a matter of fact, that actually is still current. Morphin Masters have been mentioned all the way up to Dino Fury. So
Within 2 mystic power eggs. By casting the eggs into the sea, the sorcerers believe that their ancient ancestors
throw
would
them
look down on
into
the
a
eggs
chest,
and protect them from universal danger.
wood chest that
To
wood
ensure the safety
usually
of the chest,
floats.
only the touch of an innocent child, like Maria, can open the magical container.
Okay, I'm going to stop right there. We're going to go back to me on this one. Innocent child like Maria. First of all, she's not very innocent. She was a prankster, and she shut the hot water off on all the guys showering in the gym. It doesn't seem very innocent to me. And she said all the boys in her class are dorks. I mean, I guess innocent because she's not interested in any of them. Not quite grown up yet, but I wouldn't call her innocent. Again, the whole thought of throwing the power eggs in a wooden chest and throwing it into the sea. Obviously, you see it's going to float for some time. You know, any kind of wood debris floats for a while, if not a very long while, from shipwrecks. And then they weren't found underwater. They were found in a cave. You know, we saw the chest in the cave. We saw Squat try to open it. Couldn't because of the force field, which is the whole point of kidnapping the innocent child of Maria to get her to open it. So don't know how it ended up, how the chest with the power eggs went from the bottom of the sea to this cave that is very obviously on dry land. All right, back to it.
Well, Zordon, what do you think we should do?
You must save the girl, then return the power eggs to the sea. If Rita gets hold of them, she will become so powerful, she will never be stopped.
Okay, so the plan is save the girl first when it's the power eggs that can give Rita enough power to destroy the universe. Okay, not sure I would necessarily go for the girl first, but that's what heroes are supposed to do. Save the innocent people first.
Getting that kid to open the box was almost too easy. Rita's gonna be pleased.
Hey, chicken. Rita sent us to get the eggs.
So we
Wow,
got
look at
chicken,
'em.
chunky
According to
chicken there, holding the giant scissors, shears still, and now we have Rangers on the way. But the box has already been opened, so Rita technically has access to the eggs already.
She'll be all right.
Oh, boy, they sure look good. How about a taste? Oh, hey.
We're supposed to
Yeah, again, Squat. I know you're hungry. Stop it.
protect the eggs, not eat them.
But what good are eggs if you can't eat them?
All right, he's got a point there. He does actually have a point. Eggs are for eating. Okay, so we know the car flies. We know it can go 0 to 3,000 in 2.8 seconds. And they have to drive up quietly.
Over there.
Because approaching by ground makes us less visible. It might allow us to surprise Rita.
Yes, this is perfect. They got me.
So once again, we did our job. Actually, really, Squat and Baboo didn't have much to do in this episode. But we were there. We got the eggs.
Hey, Baboo, wait up. Hey, not so bad.
One more bend and we'll be there.
Everybody keep your eyes open and be ready to morph.
I got the eggs.
Hey, chicken, hide the kid and get...
All right, so we've got the eggs. Actually, Baboo is carrying them. Goldar's got the sword out, ready to fight them off. They say, hide the kid and get back here.
Back here, we're gonna need some help.
Ay, 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 ay.
Just
That
knowing
chunky-
that the Rangers are probably going to go to try to save the kid first, which should have given Rita enough time to utilize the power eggs and become
Interfered
too
with
strong
Maria.
to
What do we
defeat.
do, Zordon?
Try to keep a fix on Maria's whereabouts and well-being, while the Power Rangers deal with the power eggs.
Right, Zordon. I just hope they can retrieve the eggs in time.
Okay, so you told them to go after the girl first, but now you want Alpha to keep track of the girl so the Rangers can go after the eggs. I'm so confused. What do you want them to do first, Zordon? Make up your mind.
Look, there's Rita's goons. But no, Maria.
All right, let's move.
Morphin time, ready for a fight. Let's see who's going
Morphin
to...
time!
Okay, yeah. You've seen all this before.
Tyrannosaurus! Release Maria and the power eggs! No! Let's do it!
We obviously don't have Maria with us. That should be pretty obvious. Again, Squat and Baboo don't fight. There's no need to shoot at us. We didn't do anything. So apparently, Ranger shooting me, Baboo, caused Baboo to toss the chest back into the sea. But you should have already had the eggs. I don't understand. Good job of Chunky Chicken knocking the arrow out of the way. Alrighty, and we have Rita on her bicycle. Actually, technically, the bicycle's with a large front wheel like that and the small back wheel. It's called a penny farthing. And I couldn't tell you why. I guess I could have looked it up, but it just sounds like a funny name anyway. Incidentally, this is the first time Rita has actually... Well, no, it's not. It said first time. It's the first time she's been on the bike, but she actually came down to Earth once before because she was on the balcony. Huh. Some of the information is wrong. Yeah, some of the research on the Ranger Wiki page for this episode says it's the first time Rita's come down to Earth, but that's actually not true. I gotta remember which episode it was. I'd have to go back and look now. But no, she was there on the balcony when she was casting stuff too. So the Rangers have actually seen her once before.
Oh, they're floating away.
But definitely the first time she was flying along on her
What
penny
is
farthing.
Maria's condition?
Ay, 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 ay. Chunky Chicken has her tied up at the old factory.
The old factory, because, you know, there's no such thing as a new factory. Okay, I like how they use the close-up of her here. Okay, and this is what I was talking about with the hat. So for here, for some reason... So, for some reason here he's wearing a red hat over his red comb. Don't quite know the purpose of that. He didn't have it on before. Yeah, see again, that's the same warehouse that they used before that Rita was on. And by the way, because this is stock footage, that is definitely not the girl that's playing Maria. Just saying. But yeah, no, I know we had her out there once before.
When the Power Rangers bring back my Power Eggs!
Alpha, contact the Power Rangers and tell them of Maria's situation.
Okay, so you told them to go after the girl first, then you told them to go after the Power Eggs, and now the girl's in more serious trouble. Guess they should have gone after the girl first. And that would have given Rita enough time to use the Power Eggs.
We need dinosaur power now!
Okay, here we go. We've seen this before too. Not that excited. No, I'm not normal speed. This is what does need to get sped up, because we don't care about the Zords. We care about the monsters. Because monsters need love too. Here we go. Zords in super speed mode. Same shot over and over again.
Billy here, system's nominal.
Our systems go. All right, let's rescue Maria.
Okay, no funny line from Kimberly this time. This is just let's rescue Maria, but understandable. Maria was, you know, her and Trini's responsibility, so she's being a little more serious this time. I get it.
Right, let's do it, Rangers. Power up your power crystals.
Right, crystal power.
Power crystals to power up the
Let's show
Zords.
some Megazord power.
Right into Megazord.
Megazord battle mode now.
Megazord sequence has been initiated. Megazord activated.
All right, Power Rangers, we've got a little girl to say. Let's do it.
Hey, Power Geeks, I'll make you a
Again, not Maria, but a Japanese actress. Same outfit, of course. That's kind of why they did that.
deal. I'll let her go as soon as you bring me the Power Eggs.
What am I doing? This should be regular speed. Let's go back a hair. There we go.
Got a little girl to say. Let's do it.
Hey, Power Geeks, I'll make you a deal. I'll let her go as soon as you bring me the Power Eggs.
Yeah, Power Eggs.
Again, hat's back on. Scissors are a lot smaller this time. You know, before he needed two hands to wield them, and they were, you know, almost twice as long as that. Now it's just a shorter pair of scissors.
All right, Rita, you've lost the Power Eggs, so let the little girl go now.
Yeah, let me go! Go ahead and cut it. Hey!
A little close up.
Cut it a little more.
Oh, and by the way, chickens can't fly. So, Chunky Chicken, is he levitating? I don't know what you want to call it.
Upper brain.
And again,
Hey, Bird Brain! Cut that!
the typical, oh, you want me to drop it? Okay. I mean, we had that in the food fight episode when Skull had the bowl of whatever and Kimberly tells him to drop it and he says okay and throws it, and of course she was smart enough to dodge out of the way and it all hit Skull. But again, very common trope in any kind of good guys, bad guys situation where you ask somebody to drop it, you know it's usually not going to be a good thing.
Rope again and you've had it! We're scared now. Chunky Chicken, show the Power Rangers what we think of their threat. Hey, stop it!
And then she falls.
I hate you
Megazord
guys.
catches her.
Alright. You may have saved the little girl, but all I have to do is make my chicken giant and he'll destroy that stupid sword of yours. So what do you think of that?
Give us your
Well, this
best
is one of
shot.
the first times actually that we had the Zord, the Megazord, before Rita grew the monster. And so he's got the hat on again, and again, it's the small scissors, not the giant shears he had
Bring
in
in
the
the
beginning.
Radbug by remote and get Maria out of here.
So we're going to remote control the Radbug.
There it is.
Cool.
Jason, put Maria down by the car.
Right. Maria, climb in the car. It'll take you to safety.
You don't have to tell me twice.
And there's definitely somebody in there driving. That is not remote control. There's somebody in there. But that's okay. We don't have the technology to remote control cars or the budget to do that in the early seasons, that's for sure. And again, the very common, almost every monster tries the flying drop kick, and it's usually pretty successful. It staggers them pretty well. Not sure what that all is. Cutting the air and throwing... Okay, that's kind of cool. Like he's traveling through dimensions. Cuts his way into a different dimension to get behind. A bad kick, but not a great kick.
It's all over, beat breath.
Needed the giant shears to kind of be a weapon. Those little shears aren't doing anything.
We need the power sword. Now.
You've already got him knocked down. No, let's escalate some more. Even though Zordon told us that was one of the 3 rules. Don't escalate unless Rita does first. Okay, let's get the power sword. And now we're back to no hat. I don't know if I got knocked off when he got knocked over, but he's getting hit really bad now. And one hit with the power sword that usually ends any of the monsters. Okay, Rita, you're my empress. I follow your orders. I do what you say, usually very well. It obviously was not a perfect plan. You had the eggs. Well, I had the eggs. Baboo had the eggs. Don't know how come after they got knocked into the sea, no one else could go after him. You couldn't teleport any putties down there. You couldn't teleport Squat and I back over there to grab them. No clue. And I've got them. Chunky Chicken opens the, is able to grab the girl, although the putties grab the girl. Chunky Chicken gets her to the cave. She opens the box. We have control of the power eggs. And they're still in the chest and they need to be brought somewhere else. Why couldn't we just teleport out of the cave with the chest back to the moon? And you'd have the eggs and that would be it. Again, I'm not taking responsibility for that one. It wasn't my idea to do it that way.
It was a perfect plan until you nincompoops messed it all up. I
You should have just
ruling
teleported
Earth
us
now.
back right away.
But I'm not, and it's all because of you.
It was all Finster's fault. If he hadn't built such a lame monster, we would have won.
Wow, Finster, did you get the license plate of that bus Goldar just drove over you? Wow.
Oh, no.
And what do you have to say for yourself?
Not much. How about you, Baboo?
I don't
Again, I get her being mad this time. We lost the eggs, although, again, we're not equipped to handle blaster shots at us from the Rangers. I get that. I had the chest, Baboo. It got dropped. I don't know how it got blasted all the way to the ocean from where we were. But again, once we had the chest open in the cave, teleport us back to the moon base with the chest, and it's over. It's done.
Can't you weasels do anything right? Get me an aspirin. I've got a headache again.
There we go. Another headache for Rita. I said, actually, I've said this before. I just said it recently. I just did another interview a couple days ago that when they released the Lightning Collection Rita, it should have come with a bottle of aspirin.
Angel Grove's mayor presented the Angel Award to a group of kids who recycled drive and kept tons of trash out of our landfills.
This just in. We've just gotten word that once again the amazing Power Rangers have saved our fair city and the world.
The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They're not amazing. Other superheroes are amazing. Well, one. But I don't know if I can say that name and not get copyright stricken. So we're going to leave it at that. I think you all know who I'm talking about.
from one of Rita Repulsa's lethal monsters. Eyewitnesses report that after...
And I love how the news knows Rita's name. And I know Rita Repulsa is the one that creates the monsters to fight the amazing Power Rangers.
Yo, Billy, Kimberly, what's up?
Kimberly, you get the chili for me?
It's steady chili. It's great.
And now Wendy Walters with the latest Power Rangers update. Wendy?
The Power Rangers not only did battle, but they saved a little girl.
They saved a little girl.
As you can see, she's doing just fine. Back to you in the studio.
As always, we'll continue to bring you the latest Power Rangers news as it happens. Now back to our regularly scheduled program.
The fact that it happens that much is kind of crazy. And of course, this scene was not originally intended for this episode. When I say this scene, it's the scene of, from here on. They kind of rewrote it for this episode, but this is supposed to be in the food fight episode. Again, Bulk didn't do anything this time. They weren't being mean this episode. They were just, the only time we saw them. And Bulk had something dumped on him. All right. So there we have it. Chunky Chicken. Rita with another headache, yes. Squat and Baboo screw up. Well, maybe a little. I'll own up to losing your chest. Although again, the plan should have been once it was open, teleport everybody back to the moon, and it's over and done with, and the Rangers are defeated, and the monsters win. But as far as Chunky Chicken as a monster of the week, said he had bigger shears when he was regular size. They were huge, but they didn't seem to scale up when he was made larger. Again, this is the one instance that I've seen so far that the Megazord was giant before Rita made the monsters giant. So they escalated that to begin with, and then Chunky Chicken didn't fight him very well. They had Chunky Chicken on the ropes and then decided to get the Power Sword, which again, as we've seen, is kind of the be-all, end-all. One good hit with the Power Sword and any monster is a goner. So there you have it. Episode 7 is in the books. Thank you all again for tuning in. If you do like what you're seeing, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Feel free to leave me comments. I will respond to them, I promise. And as always, remember, monsters need love too.